Great. So steps that you have to do. So steps to follow. So you have a couple of steps to recognize when you have a situation of composition of function is you're going to identify what is going to be the outside function, the inside function, the outside function, and the inside function. Identify in that case, the outside function I'm calling the f, and now inside. That's the g. The second step that you have to do, I'm going to write here, is computing the derivatives of f and g. So you're going to compute g prime of x and f prime of x. And finally, the third one, that's basically replace the values into this formula. So you're going to write your f, g, again, I'm going to write one more time. I'm never going to say that I didn't write this definition. So f prime g times g prime, and replace the values. That you found before. So great, the theory looks fine, but let's see when you have a concrete example, and maybe you're gonna see if you have problems or not. So front one. Yeah, hope it is good. Yeah. So great example, and then I'm gonna ask you a question later. Guys, remember, today's a Halloween week on Wednesday as well. So if you ask me questions, you can just come here and pick it up. You can whatever you want. You can ask even things that I already wrote, even things that you already know. It's just similar you'll be. And you guys at home, maybe I can send by mail one day. Okay, example number one. If I have a function, let's go again, h of x equals to e to the power x squared. So again, we know it's not a quotient, it's not like some rule, it's not a product rule. You should think about, okay, that case is a chain rule. I can see I have two functions composed to each other. I have the function e to the power x, and I have the function x squared. And then when I compose e to the power x and x squared, I can get that. So the first thing is identify the outside function f and the inside function g. I'm gonna say think here, my function outside, I think maybe it's gonna be the e to the power x, and my function g is gonna be x squared. So let's see if I compose f, compose with g, let's see if I'm gonna get this guy. Okay, I'm gonna plug g inside f. I have exactly that, so that's good. My choice was right. So I have e to the power x squared. So step one, done. Step two, I'm gonna compute g prime and f prime. So let's write down here what is gonna be the derivative of f. Let's write down here what is gonna be the derivative of g. So I look at here. What's the derivative of e to the power x? Yes, e to the power x is the boring guy. So Think about the derivative is a party, a crazy party, and e to the power x, that's one of your friends that's very boring. So he goes to the party, he never changes, like always the same. So yeah, e to the power x. What is the derivative of g? 2x. Great. So step 2, done. First one, I consider the step 1 the hardest one, because after that it's just like whatever you already know about the derivatives of polynomial, derivative of exponential, derivative of logs, derivative of everything that you learn, power rule, you're just gonna apply here. The first one is the hardest one. Identify which one is f, which one is g, in my opinion. Okay, the third one is just replace, because f composed with g derivative is derivative the outside. I plug the inside times the derivative of the inside. Great. So let's replace. What is the derivative of f? E to the power x. So it's going to be e to the power gx, right? Because that's my function, f prime. That's this guy. And I'm going to plug here the function g. What is the function g? X squared. So I'm going to write down e to the power x squared. That's exactly what I'm doing. Taking the function f prime and plugging g inside here. Plugging g inside here is going to be e to the power g, and g is x squared. Great. Times the derivative of g. That's 2x. So times 2x, and that's my answer. So here was the step 1. Here was the step 2. And here was the step 3. And then let me know if you got the idea. I'm going to do more examples. Yes. No, totally fine. The order doesn't matter because commute. So also if you want to say that's 2x e, that's also fine. So you can come and take your candy, and you can ask as many questions as you want. If you want to just stay the whole class asking questions, the whole bag is going to be yours. So if you got diabetes, not my fault. Thank you. Okay, you guys, yes. No. No, it's not the same as product. Product rule when you have a product of 2 functions. But this case, you have a composition of 2 functions. So that's the reason, like for product of 2 functions, what do you do? Like look at number 2 over there, first board. Derivative of the first times the second plus you keep the first derivative of the second. That's when you have a product. But right now, you don't have a product, you have a composition. One function, you plug another one inside, and the formula is this one. You're gonna compute the derivative of the out, and then like when you have a composition, you have outside and inside. And that's different than the product that you don't have outside inside. You have like the first and the second. Here you have outside and inside. And then that's what you compute. Derivative outside, keep the inside, and then the times the derivative of the outside, the inside one. Yeah, you can come and get your candy. Don't be shy. Or you can just say, I can just throw. Which one you want? Okay, you ready?